What's up, Bill? Welcome in. Come on up on the panel. Emotions are for pogs. What's that all about? What's all that about? Welcome.
Hey, how's it going, Wiz?
Oh, man, it's kicking ass, taking names.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
So is the AC keeping up with the heat?
barely. But it did decrease the temperature in the room about 8 degrees and reduce the humidity by about 15%.
Every little bit helps.
Yes. Yes, it did. It did help, but it wasn't worth the running it all day. It didn't do what I was hoping it would do. But
Well,
it,
you're overworking a tiny little air conditioner. That's why
yeah, I know, it's stretching it pretty hard. Yeah,
I'm doing the same thing. I've got a window air conditioner that somebody gave me, and it barely keeps up. I mean, it does cool it down, but it's not like it should be. But hey, it
yeah,
works real
no,
hard. I got it set on a low setting, kind of a medium setting, so that it won't use too much power.
right. Well, if I'm gonna run the generator, I'm gonna have it, running what it can. So, but it ran for 8 hours, used a gallon and 3 quarters,
That's
and
not bad.
right.
It's worth it just to get, some rest and, you know,
Well, right. No, I got you. No, um, it did okay. So I know what it's going to take if because it can't run. The solar is not strong enough to run it,
right.
and yeah. Oh man, I'm going to order those kayaks today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know anything about kayaks. I didn't hear you say anything about that. That's cool, though.
Yeah, want to get some. Well, they're fishing. They're angler kayaks.
Yeah.
So if I want to go fishing on a river, I got to have some kind of a boat.
So they're sit on top kayaks, or do you sit in them?
You said in them. It's actually got ones I. There we go. There it is. Hold on. THBNY has got um a pair of them. They're about 8 foot long kayaks. They actually have the wells in them, storage areas. You can turn one into a fishing well,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's got the pole holders and all that shit on the side of them and all that jazz.
Does it say what company makes them or what?
I'm pulling it up, trying to pull it up right now. It's not.
I mean, that's not important. I mean, if you got a kayak, you got a kayak. I know a lot of people are hung up on what brand it is and stuff like that, but
No, I don't
I,
give a shit about any of that stuff.
no, me neither. I get what's cheap.
Right, right.
So they're probably rated at about 250-pound capacity.
Yeah, yep. They're hard plastic.
Yeah,
Um, they got a lot of feature to them. But the pair of them for $90, even come with the paddles.
dang it,
Yeah, so I'm ordering a pair of them.
cool.
Uh, Finally had some money free up to do that with. Buddy of mine gave me some money for my birthday. I don't
Nice.
know what to get you, so here's some money.
That's nice.
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do.
I'd buy a kayak as soon as I get about $250.
Right.
I can go find me a kayak easy.
Well, what I'm worried about is the um, shipping. I don't know what.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, shipping may be a problem.
You buy them from canoes?
Huh?
Did you buy them from canoes? Didn't canoes have
No,
some kayaks? Oh, okay. I thought he
no,
had
not.
some kayaks for sale.
I don't. I don't know. I don't think so.
Anyway, yeah, I'm excited for you. Sounds like something really cool. Take it down the Merrimack and do some fishing and stuff. Heck yeah. I kind of want a canoe instead because, uh, but the problem, the kayak is a cool deal because you can put them in a lot of different bodies of water and have fun fishing. Uh, and they're easier to haul around. You don't need to have trailers for them or anything like that or
Right.
special racks.
I can stick them in the back of my SUV and
Right.
you know
Exactly.
just go down to the river and jump in and do some fishing. Jump
Exactly.
out. I don't even have to unload them. I just
That's a good little fishing rig.
yeah. We don't even have to unload the well. Just put them right in the Equinox and goodbye.
Yep. So what I want is a kayak, but I'd probably take a canoe if I got a good deal on one, or I mean a kayak. I want a canoe though because the canoe's got a lot bigger, a lot more cargo capacity. And my thoughts were, being able to take kids out on a lake or something and with some life vests on and everything and do some fishing off the canoe
Right.
and be able to have, two or three passengers in the canoe.
Oh
I'm trying to
yeah.
think I'm trying to think outside of myself.
Right. Well, that's why I ordered two of them.
Cool. They'll fit in an 8 foot long truck bed easy. Canoe won't. Canoe I'd have to probably
Yeah, canoes might have another issue. Yeah, where's canoes?
no. I'm saying if I had a canoe, I would probably rig up a ladder rack because I use a ladder rack anyway for painting and just strap the canoe on there.
What's up, Moo Moo? What's up, Zoom? How you doing?
Wow, I got to close out some tabs here. Seems like it works better when I close out these tabs. Well, I wonder if Don T's lurking. I just thought I'd join you for a few minutes. I'm not going to
Rock
be on
on.
long
Yeah, you just stick around.
because I got to get up early.
Yeah. Well,
Got the sprinkler going, trying to get my lawn greened up a little bit. Everybody's lawns are so dried up they're turning white. Nobody has green lawns hardly at all. I'm just trying to do a little spot watering and get some green patches so it's not so abhorrent. Freaking looks like a Boot Hill cemetery. It's been 100 degrees every day for about the last 5 days, at least. Close to 100. This is not normal. I mean, I'm used to like summers being in the 80s, not in the 90s. It's certainly
Right.
not 100. And to me, 80s are hot. But man, when you start getting 100-degree temperatures all the time, it's kind of rough.
Right.
We never used to have constant 100-degree temperatures in the summer that I remember. I know in August it'd get, sometimes it'd jump up to about 115, you know, but it wouldn't stay that way all summer long.
Right.
Oh, by the way, I just started reading the chat, so trying
Oh
to catch
yeah.
trying to catch up on the chat here. I see Zoom in there. Hello, Zoom. Hey, battery.
What's up, battery?
Oh wow, battery says he can go live on YouTube. That's good. Battery powered gardener or whatever that channel is. Yeah, I did a practice stream on Twitch. I've never done a stream, but it was just a short, real short.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get caught up on a few things before I start streaming.
Man, I'm gonna have to have Randy send me that link.
And I don't even know what category to put my stream in. I don't even know. I don't think I want to do too much about politics. I might throw a little in here and there, but
Right.
pretty much I want to avoid that.
Well. Oh, there it is. There it is. Well, that's one of them anyway. There. Huh. Ooh, there they are. There's the ones I was looking at.
So I'm really kind of doing some planning on my next pair of moccasins. I'm planning on making another pair of moccasins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've got the plainsman pattern uh, from Tandy Leather. I've got the pattern for different sizes to make the plainsman moccasin boots,
Right.
but they go up to just below your knees. And I need some moccasins. Well, something moccasin like to go with my kilt.
You're killed. Oh, you're
Yeah,
killing me, Smalls.
I've got 3 kilts. I've got 3 Scottish kilts. And I'll have a fourth if I finish my my camouflage kilt. I'll
Yeah.
have a I'll have a tactical kilt. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, kilts are so comfortable. I'll tell you what, they really are. They really are. They offer a lot of swingage.
I knew you were going to say that. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. There was a guy. There was a famous pirate who was from Scotland, and they called him Red Legs Greaves, and they said it was because his Scottish legs were always sunburned from wearing a kilt. It's pretty funny. He was a pirate. Oh, damn! I got hit in the face with a pie. Zoom, he spares no expense on his pies.
I know, right?
Yep, he's got some serious pie situation going on over there. A pumpkin pie.
Right.
I got a pumpkin pie in the face. At least you could have put some ice cream on it, Zoom.
Made it cold, right?
Yeah, next time put some ice cream on the pie when you launch one.
Ugh. Battery's charging from the power wall. Ugh. Hell yeah, dude. It was 100 degrees today.
Same here.
Fuck. It was rough, man.
I'm just hanging out outside, uh, getting ready to move my water.
Okay, I need to share that.
All I'm
There.
doing is spot watering because of the drought. You know, any dry spots, that's what I'm watering. I don't want my yard looking like a total freaking Boot Hill Cemetery.
Right.
Yeah. And I got my crops irrigated.
Yeah, I managed to water down my garden pretty good.
So I harvested. I'm going to let some dry out. I've already got a bunch that are dried out. I've got kohlrabi seeds out the wazoo,
Yeah.
and I'll send you some.
I just realized that I have to change the way I'm growing my herbs.
Oh, spicy
Cilan-
tomatoes?
Cilantro, oregano. I have to start them differently.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I was just doing a blanket, here we go on the wet table. Oh, it'll be fine. No. There's specifics on cilantro, coriander,
Yep.
and
And I screwed up on my celery.
did you?
Yeah, I cut some celery stalks, and they are they're completely round and hollow in the middle. Celery is not supposed to be completely round. The stalk isn't.
Oh
You know
wow.
what I'm talking about? And I cut some. I think I'm gonna let them go to seed. The ones that I didn't cut, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna because they're starting to go to seed. I planted them last year, so I'm going to let them go to seed, and then I'm going to harvest the seeds, because celery seed you can use for making. Oh, you can use it for making your own curry. So I'm going to use the celery seed for making curry and put it in, different
Right.
kinds of food. Yeah. Yeah. Even though the stalks they're done. I mean, they're growing, but the kohlrabi I didn't harvest, so it's going to be really fibrous. I didn't harvest it last year, and I didn't harvest the celery either. But
Right.
I'm letting it go to seed, so I'll have seed for next year, and I'll have enough seed to send you, so you can get a good crop of. Well, you're going to need to germinate it and everything,
Right.
uh, and little Dixie cups or whatever. Just germinate them and get them started before you plant them in the spring, and you'll have a shitload of kohlrabi. And kohlrabi it's so good. I was just cutting leaves. Uh, I didn't cut the stalk off them, but now that I've got seed, I'm going to go ahead and cut the stalks. And the stalk is like a bulb. It looks like a turnip or something. And it is in the cabbage family. And Colonel Shaw, he's growing it over there. It's it uh, it originated in Germany, so it is a really good staple type of food. You know, you can
Right.
cut it like you would other root type herbs, or you can eat it raw. And every part of the kohlrabi is edible. I could even eat the seed pods if I wanted to, but I don't
Right.
want to. I'm just drying them right now. And some of the seeds that I didn't cut, they fell on the ground and they popped open. And oh shit, I think I'm going to have a kohlrabi mess next year. I'm going to be plucking the little bastards out. They're going to be coming up like weeds
Right.
because I let them go to seed. That's okay.
Wow. Dude, I just found a pair of these 10-foot tamarack anglers kayaks with paddles for $60.79.
How? Where'd you find that on Wish?
Dude.
Where'd you find that?
Um, I found it on just browsing in Google, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah, I had to browse in Google for it because I couldn't figure out where I was seeing them. Now the ones that uh yeah, let me go back to this over here.
because
Um
over here where I live, that
yeah,
might be just the price for the paddles around here.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've been seeing them for like $400 and $500.
yeah. Kayaks
So
are expensive here. We make them here, by the way.
right, but they have some nice camoed ones. They have some nice camoed ones for like $98 a piece.
That's super cheap.
Yeah.
You got to ask yourself why they're so cheap.
Well, yeah, but at $60, even if I don't like them, I could sell them for $100 a piece.
Maybe.
Well, after I get them, I'm going to camo them up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I don't know. I hope you come out good on it. You might. I know we have a factory. One of the factories, I think it's Lifetime. That's the name of the company that makes kayaks here.
Yeah.
And they're cheap. They're like a Walmart thing. You'll find them in Big Five and all over.
Well, I'm
But they
sure these
make
are
them.
cheap as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pair of them for $60. I'm sure they're cheap as hell, but at $60, if you use them twice, what the hell, right?
I suppose.
Right, because I mean, if that's the case, I get two of them for $60. Um, says free shipping. I could actually buy four of them, and then we could go floating with them. You know, down the river with some friends. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe they're kids' kayaks.
They're 10 foot tall. They're 10 foot long.
Okay.
They're called the Lifetime 10 foot Tamarack Angler kayak.
Yeah, they sell for a lot more than that actually.
Two
So
pack, two pack with paddles, $60.79 at sickly.com.
because Lifetime is one of the companies here in my
Right.
state.
So it's got the
Yeah.
tie downs, it's got the pole holder, it's got the small seat, it's a sit on.
Sit on top.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it's got the foot positioners.
You know
It's
why?
got
Well, there's only one reason I really like to sit on top, and that is because if you bring your dog with you and there's no encumbrances, No- so you can actually bring your dog with you or bring Ranger with you, and put him on the kayak with you. It's almost like a paddle board.
that big ass beast ain't getting on my kayak with me.
He'll sink your ass.
Yeah, he would. It's like that's what I guess I'd have to take the second kayak for Ranger. He have
Take
his
the
own
two
kayak,
kayaks, take the two kayaks and turn it into a catamaran.
right? Exactly. For
That's how
60 bucks, I mean, what the fuck, right?
that's how we do it in Missouri.
Yeah. But yeah, I was looking for one that had camo or something, two packer.
Buy
But
four
yeah,
of
no,
them,
even the ones.
buy four of them, and link them all together and make them into a freaking houseboat.
Well, I'm just
Then, then
to
you
be
got
honest with you,
something.
right? I just
I'm jealous.
figure it's they got a sandy tone. The ones I guess are just sandy toned. Um, and yeah, even at Walmart they're like $300.
All righty.
So I'm gonna get these sand toned ones, and I'll camo them up myself.
There you go.
Shit, $60 for a pair of them? Are you kidding me? You
I'd
can't.
link four of them up and make a houseboat out of it. Then you'd be cooking with gas.
Yeah, I don't know what the cheapness is on them or what have you. Then there's a pair of them for $80.
No, that river you got over there, that's kind of a shallow river anyway.
Oh yeah, it's a walk river. You can damn near walk that
Yeah,
river.
yeah. So it's just a small kayak situation.
Yeah, I just want something I can run my gear on and hold my fish, keep me out of the water when I'm fishing. You know what I'm saying?
Did you know that you can actually get sail rigs for kayaks? You can buy them or make your own, so you don't have to paddle your kayak. It's a small sail. It's clear. I've seen guys use them out in like Tacoma, Washington, and stuff, but they buy those polymer uh, sea kayaks. So a sea kayak is going to be a lot longer,
Right,
and you can rig up a sailing rig on them, so you could actually go trolling with it.
right,
And it's not a real big sail; it's just enough sail to kind of jet you across the river or whatever.
right.
I wouldn't depend on it or anything. I mean, you still be able to paddle.
Yeah.
Yeah, kayaks are awesome. I love kayaks. I still want a canoe though. I want a canoe over a kayak because of the payload capacity.
But making it into a like a what we call a platform thing, kind of a material stretched across pipe kind of deal between the two kayaks. I could definitely do that.
Yeah,
Yep.
or even do an outrigger.
No,
Like, like
I'd probably do the platform between two kayaks. It'll break down quick and it'll store quickly,
they
easily.
actually, and you know they do sell outriggers for kayaks,
Yeah.
so you can take it on rough waters and stuff like that, and use it for sailing. There's a myriad of things. Just get the kayak and stop overthinking it, and just get it. Find a good deal on one, buy it, and the sky's the limit.
Right. Right.
I've seen kayaks that even have oh, I don't know if you've seen these Southeast Asian they get a weed eater motor that's a two-stroke, and they put the two-stroke weed eater motor on the and put a prop on it and turn it into a riverboat.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck yeah.
I can very well do that. Make it like an impromptu trolling motor.
I'd try to get a straight shaft, you know, get the straight shaft weed eater motor, and maybe even, if you have to. And from what I understand, what I was reading about it is the longer the shaft, the faster the boat goes, and the more control you have.
Oh, okay.
So you can extend the shaft on the weed eaters. You know,
I was just thinking about using the drill.
uh, well, if it works, it works. You know.
Well, you make a differential.
Okay,
Um, you make a
he's
differential gear for it, and
you're gonna go Ryobi. You're gonna go Ryobi, right?
you're fucking right. Yeah, you're fucking right. Absolutely.
An 18-volt Ryobi? No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah. Drill. That's what I'm going to be using.
no. Get a used weed eater that's cordless and rig up a prop on it. Yep. You'll be flying, man, you'll be flying across lakes and everything.
All right. It's
Right.
not going to let me pay with PayPal. All right.
Ryobi weed eater, and extend the shaft and put a prop on that bitch. And then you're going to go full electric and get some extra batteries for it. I mean, so you could have a couple of days of, screwing around on your freaking, riverboat.
Kayak.
They fly down those canals down there, and I guess it's Cambodia or somewhere, and they just fly down there. And they use these. Some of them, I mean, they've upgraded to like big diesel engines and shit on them, and it's
Right.
just a long shafted outboard motor on a real shallow draft boat, similar to a kayak. And some of them are just dugout boats. And they take them in places where like Florida Everglades kind of thing, you know, where there's just this shallow water that goes forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bangkok. Yep, Elvis got it. Bangkok Banana Boat. I think they might have started out like that. Exactly. But anyway, that's the shit right there.
Yeah.
That's like, that'll do your bass boat, your fishing boat, everything out of a kayak. Oh yeah, and just put it in a, they're light, you know. So you don't have a lot of payload capacity, so you're not going to be running gas tanks and stuff. You'll be spinning Brodies in a kayak with this thing. Big old huge rooster tail coming out the back.
Right.
Now you'll be having fun. But get the boat first.
Yeah, that's the trick.
Get the boat first and then figure the other stuff out later. I want to do it here. I want to actually go out in the marshes because we have marshes here. And that's where the walleye, they go into spawn in the marshes. Walleye is some good eating.
Yep.
Those are
Right.
areas that people don't commonly, they don't go fishing in places where the walleye are because it's hard to get in there. But if you had a shallow draft boat with one of those Southeast Asian setups, go in there in the marshes and stuff and you'd be having fun.
Right.
I'm trying to think. I saw a marsh bird today and it had red on its wing. It was a black bird. It had red on its wing, and I'm wondering what that is because I used to know what it was called. Maybe somebody in the chat knows. Beautiful bird. There was a bunch of them out in the marsh today. I was in the marsh today. Yes, I was.
Oh yeah.
Yep. No, it's not a red-winged blackbird. It's got another name for it. Beautiful bird, though. I was thinking mynah bird. It wasn't a mynah bird. And you go out in those marshes, the birds, all the songs they sing, really, really nice out in the marshes compared to like forest birds. I mean, up here in the forest, we have bluebirds and yellow, pretty yellow birds that they just sing like crazy. And I like going out in the marshes just to hear the birds.
Right. Right. Right.
Peaceful. Hello, Huckleberry.
There's my huckleberry.
Good to see you.
I just ordered my kayaks.
Cool.
So let's see here. All right.
Yep, I've heard of a double-breasted blue tit. I have heard of them. No, it's real. It's real. I used to have books, that showed all the different species of birds. Double breasted, blue tit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, Shoe Studio. Welcome. Yeah, we get the fireworks. My dogs are like shaking and trembling.
Oh, really? Still tonight?
Yeah. My one dog is. The other dog, nah, she doesn't care. She's used to guns and stuff.
Let's see here. Order paid successfully.
Oh yeah, I checked on my horse today, this morning, early this morning, and he's doing fine. He was not like freaking out or nothing. I don't think he had a problem with all the fireworks. I'm hoping to get him trained so he's not gun shy. And my brother had a friend that was going to train him, and he hasn't trained him yet. And he's 7 years old now, so it's kind of, I don't know. He's kind of getting to the point where you can only train them so much, after they hit about 7 years old.
Right.
He's an Appaloosa, a gelding. Yep, he's my horse. I go out and I take carrots and beets to him and stuff like that, and saddle him up, ride him, take him around. I don't ride him on the streets, but because it really causes problems on his hoofs and stuff. For most horses, streets are not really good for a horse.
Yeah. I hope I didn't just get ripped off.
I hope you didn't either.
Yeah. At least I got a confirmation email about the order paid successfully.
Nice.
So, yeah.
He's, my horse. He's got more spots than an Appaloosa should have. He's almost a spotted horse rather than an Appaloosa, but he's still an Appaloosa. Most people look at him and go, "Oh, nice Appaloosa, man." He's a tall horse, which is not really good for mountains and stuff.
Right.
No, tall horses have their place, but they're more for like flatland and stuff,
Right. Right.
but he can handle like cold weather better than most horses. Cold weather does not bother Appaloosas. That's an Indian horse.
Right.
Oh, Aaron, you're not in a position to have a pet. You got to have somebody to feed it, especially if you go down to Florida. My horse is not a pet. I mean, you might think of a horse as a pet, but as soon as you turn a horse into a pet, they're no longer useful.
Yeah.
His nickname is Asshole. I call him Asshole because he's got a lot of attitude. Apparently, getting him gelded didn't help much. But yeah, he's a good horse. He's more than just a pleasure horse. I mean, this horse is, he's a good trail horse, but you kind of don't want to get off the trails because he'll find a tree branch and knock you off. He's got attitude.
Right.
And my brother, he has a quarter horse mix. I don't know what it's mixed with, but uh he's a dark red horse. Looks a lot like a quarter horse, but he's not quarter horse. He's only part quarter horse. But this horse can freaking handle mountains because quarter horses make good cutting horses.
Yeah.
So, and they love them for like barrel racing and that kind of thing. They make a good cowboy horse, and the mounting and dismounting on the horse is not difficult.
Right.
Yeah, because he's a bit shorter, a lot like a pony. And we've only got one mare, and uh, she's too old to be breeding.
Oh yeah. What's
Yeah,
up, the studio?
too old.
Good night, battery. Hey, Aaron, the tires. Welcome in. Sorry, I was doing. I was looking at all the, making sure I didn't, just trying to make sure I capture all the websites and emails and stuff to confirm the sale.
I started my horse out battery. I started him out riding him bareback, and because I couldn't afford a saddle.
Oh wow,
Yes.
really?
No, I never visited Skinwalker Ranch. I drove by it in the middle of the night, and I would slow down in my semi because most of the time I would drive by Skinwalker Ranch in my truck when I was doing 48 states. And every time I went by there, I would slow down and I'd look down there. I'd even stopped a couple of times, pulled up my binoculars, and I got these. They're they're binoculars that are like near night vision, but they're not actually night vision. But I could see clear, and I saw all kinds of shit moving down there. It was freaking scary, and this is before it really became a thing. But I knew about it because of the Indians in my area told me about Skinwalker Ranch. I did it at night, Huckleberry. I did it at night. It's nothing to mess around with. And I had a friend who grew up on the reservation, and he told me down on the Navajo reservation, down on the Four Corners area, and he told me, he says he was driving down this old deserted road over by Skinwalker Ranch, the one there's another place where they have skinwalkers that they know about. It's down further south, closer to the Navajo reservation. And he said he was going down this road and he saw something moving in his rearview mirror, and it was a man. It was a big, tall man uh, turning into a wolf. And he said when it turned into a wolf, it started chasing the car, and it still had like human features to it. It started chasing his car, and he started gassing it. I mean, he gave it the gas, and he said this thing was freaking gaining on him, and it never caught up with his car. That was the scariest thing I ever heard. and he said it was a skinwalker. He said he talked to the Navajos because he never had heard of a skinwalker, and he was born and raised until he was about uh, 15 years old on the Navajo reservation, and he didn't even know what a skinwalker was until he had this thing, and he said the people, the Navajos that he knew exactly what it was. It was a skinwalker, and it looked like a wolf, and I mean it was running on four legs. So make out of it whatever you want, but it just bees the way it is. And I know Battery knows about it. If he has any affiliation with the Navajos, he damn sure knows about it.
Yeah.
The
That's what they
Paiutes
say.
know. The Paiutes up here, they know about it. Paiutes. It's actually in Paiute country. It's not in Navajo country. But they've down there further south near the Four Corners. They've got all kinds of weird incidences.
Yeah.
And they think it might be. They think what it might be. I know we're talking about paranormal stuff. It's fun, but it's not fun when you got this shit happening right in front of your face.
Yeah, that'll change the story a little. That'll definitely change your mind.
Yeah, it's not fun when you see it. It's not fun when you hear a Sasquatch either. There's stuff that we don't know, that we don't understand going
Right.
on. Yeah, most people are locked into cities and everything. They don't know what goes on out when you get out in the wide open spaces.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bigfoot. Down in Florida, they got the skunk ape. But I don't want Aaron to get scared because he's out there in the woods and stuff.
Yeah, he's got enough to deal with Mrs. Yeti.
I know.
Keeps getting raped by a Mrs. Yeti.
She just wants some love, and that's all.
Right.
Yeah.
But look what it did to him. He said he fell. His hands all fucked up. I think he got raped.
I'm
Was that a slip
wondering.
and clip?
I'm wondering. I'm wondering if Miss Yeti got to him.
I'm thinking so. That's what I said. Yep, I think so.
And poor guy.
Yeah, he got. Oh, he's there. He's not even there. I think he got raped by Miss Yeti, and that's why he's all fucked up. Yeah, there he is. Is that what happened? Was that really what happened, Aaron?
No, I'm gonna
Yeah,
hold on. I
you
actually
got
got
molested.
you guys got me because I'm actually like I need 20 hours. I'm owed 20 hours of sleep here. But since like that ain't happening, we'll set it up. No. What happened was it was Saturday night, July 2nd.
And Miss Yeti wanted to party.
No, me and Warehouse Dweller collaborated on a fireworks stream.
Right? And she caught up with you. She finally found out where you moved to.
Dude, it ain't that. The story's more complicated than that. It ain't like fireworks, Miss Yeti, Aaron got like Harry Love or something. It ain't that. Come on, Emerald.
Oh, you fell. That's right. You hit the door you don't have, right? You got hit in the head with the door you ain't got.
No,
Yeah.
dude. All right, me and Warehouse Dweller spent like 700 fucking bucks on firework. I spent like $300. and we were doing a good fireworks show and shit. And Deer Butch wanted to do a show afterward. He was going to shoot off some fireworks, but we finished our show, and then me and Warehouse Dweller, we're sitting out front, right? And a car pulls up in the fucking driveway. And this is at like 10 o'clock p.m. Like, it was like a Toyota Prius or something, right? And we're like, what the fuck is this? Because Warehouse Dweller owns a weld shop. So we're used to seeing trucks, pretty much.
Right.
Pickup truck. A Toyota Prius is not an option. Not an option.
Little plastic electric car.
You ain't got no steel in the back to get welded. You know what I mean? So, me and Warehouse are like, what the fuck? And so the doors open and two girls get out. And they're like 30 years old. Whatever. The video's up on Twitch. You can watch it, whatever. But so these girls get out and they're like, well, can we plug our car in? And me and Dweller looked at each other like, what the fuck? Well, yeah, you can plug your car in. And they needed to get like 20 miles away or whatever. So there's an emergency 110 slow charging outlet on these cars. So it took her like an hour to charge that fucker up.
Right.
So I was doing my stream at 11 as usual. And at 11 o'clock, I'm pretty plowed.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they showed up at 11. So that's another hour and 15 minutes that I'm consuming mass quantities of alcohol. Copious amounts of skull.
Let's go.
But there was two girls in there. They're like 30 years old, average, whatever. But there's two kids in there also. I'd say like a 12-year-old and a 10-year-old. And so the kids get out of the car. I'm like, oh, you got kids. And we're talking. And they're like, we just need to plug in. And Dweller's like, oh, I'll back your car in. We'll plug you in, no problem. Well, Dweller's like a biker looking dude. So these girls are like, whoa. And I ain't no charmer either. So you got Dweller and me, and then the kids pile out of the car. I go, oh, you got kids, would you? Hey, they can't drive my Segway. So I showed the one little kid. He's like 10 years old or whatever. And I'm like, all right, I showed him how to work the Segway. I said, go ahead. And he was good. I said, take it easy at first and then learn how to go. Dude, the kids were flying around on my Segway. And that's cool. And then the kids made their mom ride the Segway. They made her. They're like, no, Mom, you got to ride it. Because like some people don't want to get on them because it's a balance thing. And it ain't a balance thing. They're balanced already. They don't get it. But the kids were bombing around all night, like for an hour. So the kids weren't bored while the car was charging.
Right.
But dude, they're pushing these cars on electric. And they rented a car, an electric car, and they want to go to a trip to a state park and back. And they ran out of juice. They were stranded. Seriously. No. If they couldn't plug in, they were stranded.
Right.
And they needed to get to a fast charger, and there ain't enough of them fast chargers around. Yeah. They only had a 110 charger, and it takes like 6 hours to charge a car on that fucker.
So Warehouse Dweller has a new entrepreneurial idea to put up a fast charger station in front of his shop, right?
Well, he should, I would think. But dude, that cheese factory's going in. Dude, this Foxtown's gonna be booming over here.
Right. So you put a fast charger station up, and then he's ahead of the game, and he's there when they got it going full speed, and all these assholes with their electric cars
I
get
don't know
on their
how much
charger
money's
station.
I don't know how much money's involved in a fast charger. I mean,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I don't know, but they're making money at it, whatever it is.
Hey, it's an energy deal.
Right.
But those two girls, they were 30 years old. And I know what's going on, but they went to like rent a car or whatever and got a car and they want to go to a state park. And
So what does that got to do with Miss Yeti raping your ass?
Miss
Hey.
Yeti,
Aaron,
Miss Yeti has never.
were you scared?
No.
Were you
if
scared
anything-
when that gentle,
No.
big,
If
hairy
anything,
hand,
I'm gonna penetrate Miss Yeti. If you want to know the honest thing.
when that gentle, big, hairy hand reached
Now,
around the side of
I
that
got
tree and
wrestling
started
moves. I got
telling
wrestling.
you it was
I took
okay?
wrestling in high school. I got wrestling moves. I could pin her and peg her. Hey, cheers, Emerald.
Rock on, fire in the bowl. Fire in the motherfucking
Oh, that's
bowl.
where the fire in the bowl.
Yeah.
I'll peg her.
So that big, gentle, hairy hand didn't bother you at all, huh?
No, I was hoping for like goose down. You
She
know,
thinks that
that's a sound, fluffy. Like dry thing. You know, you got to put no spit on that. Just leave it alone.
Right.
You know, you got the goose down or moth dust or something like that. You know, just leave it alone.
She's a redhead. Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
I don't care what redhead, what color her hair is. She's good. You know, I think Miss Yeti is kind of redhead though.
Once you get past the smell, it's pretty much it's in the bag, right?
No, I think she's got some Irish in her. Like she's a redhead, but like a strawberry blonde.
Like an Auburn.
Dang, you got a different kind over there where you live than what we got.
But she just had her hair done. You know, she finally
All right,
found it.
do you want my Miss Yeti call?
Sure.
I ain't doing Monica, so you get a Miss Yeti call.
Okay.
It actually spooks me. Just saying, if you hear this in the woods, I don't know. I'd put on a diaper. Oh, I got a bug on my nose. Good. Get the fuck out of here. All right, Miss Yeti. Whoa! Something like that.
Something like that.
Scary.
Come on.
Yeah, it's kind of a come on thing. No doubt. She's like, quit running away from me. Because I went from like all my camps up there. And then I went to I went to the ruins. And then I went to Scamper Camper. Then I got my land. I'm avoiding her. I think it was closing in.
Well, did you get a chance to see your bear camp and your panels before you crashed the drone?
No.
No.
I'm gonna get the drone back in the air though.
So, did you have the full beard at the time of the encounter?
The encounter.
Encounter.
I did not fuck a Yeti, dude. That's what you're getting at.
Yeah,
It's,
she fucked him.
it's all right. And if you want to get inside my head, but Aaron, would you fuck a Yeti?
Of
No.
course.
Would you have a choice? No.
No, I got moves. No, because this Yeti thing's been going on for years. I got moves. It's a figure 4 leg lock. I can keep her away, and she'll do the submission, wizard.
Yeah.
No, figure 4, Miss Yeti. She's gone. No, she don't like that. She's tapping out. And Miss Yeti don't know what tap out is.
Right?
Oh, she don't even know.
Damn, man. You're rough on a girl.
No, I'd be rough on a Yeti, not on a girl.
Right.
Yeah. Miss Yeti's got some, what are them? Chromantiums or,
Right?
you know, the ape men. She's got a little, she's extra hairy. That's all. And she likes the woods.
Next time, Aaron, ask her if she's got a little sister for Zoom.
A nice
Our
young
cousin
Yeti
out-
for Zoom would be perfect.
Some cousin out in North Georgia, you know. South Carolina.
I'm hearing ya. Me and Don T, dude, like a year ago, me and Don T, I was gonna throw in 50, he was gonna throw in 50. We could have got him a $300 hooker, but we had to get a hold of Zoom dude's dad to get the mom out of the house. It was just too complicated. And Zoom says no. And we had to get the mom out of the house. Because Zoom was like, my dad's okay with it, but my mom ain't gonna. Nah, I was like, Zoom, we're gonna get you. You're gonna like that. It's a $300 one. It's okay, Zoom. You'd be fine with that. But
Inspected and stacked.
we had to get a hold of his dad. If his dad would have contacted me, we would have got that done. Because that boy does need that. He needs the oldest profession in the world. Zoom dude. There's one guy that needs the oldest profession in the world. Right there. I never bought a hooker. Ever. No. I mean, I've had girlfriends that I had to pay for a lot. Same
requirement, yeah.
Same thing. You're paying no matter what, but yeah, Zoom said no. He said no, and he's pretty sane about it, you know.
Yeah,
it was like the dad.
So you went.
The funny thing though, he said his dad was okay, but we had to get rid of the mom, you know. So we had a window. We had a window.
Right.
Sneak her in through the window or some shit. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, me and Don T. I was at $50. Don T was the one night we were like, we can make this happen. And like, we couldn't get all of Zoom's dad. So, and then Zoom said he didn't want a hooker anyway. He wants a woman, but it's so hard to find a girl to match him up to.
Hey, Canoes, what's up, brother? Rock on. Well, Aaron was he was describing his encounter with the mating session with Mrs. Yeti.
And trying to get Zoom dude a hooker. I think that's still a good idea if you want to get
Hey, what's up, TBD? How you doing, man?
TBD in the house.
Yeah.
I can't see no chats. I'd have to switch it, and if I do that, I'm gonna lose it.
No,
I'll
I'm
lose
trying to
stream.
help. Right. I was just trying to help you stay abreast of what's going on.
Right on, man. Because I can't read it, dude. You got Streamlabs. I can't read 3 fucking chats. I got problems with my own chat.
I know,
Like,
man.
I know.
like I got one chat, and that's 3 hours a night. It's hard. I got try to answer everybody and shit. I'm still lifting this bottle two-handed because it is pretty full.
Hey, Leno House. I tell you what, Platoon. I tell you what, Zoom. If you can get out to, if you get out to Nevada, I'm sure Donna hook you up.
Yeah,
Oh,
we need to
yeah.
get Zoom to go to Nevada. There we
Yeah.
go. Zoom's
Yep.
got to get out. Zoom needs a trip.
Trip to Vegas.
Trip to Vegas for Zoom.
Yeah, we need a trip to Vegas for Zoom. I think there's actually a GoFundMe for that.
Well, Don T was gonna do a GoFundMe. We're gonna fucking send a girl right to his house, but we had to get rid of the old lady, you know. But if we send him, he gets his own hotel room. We're all good. Now we gotta send Zoom on a fucking trip to Vegas.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
all inclusive shit. He ain't gotta pay nothing. He's just gotta walk around and stuff.
Yeah.
I
$50
don't
a
know.
day on the floor, right? Just got to put out $50 a day on the floor, right?
I don't even think Zoom knows how to gamble.
It's not hard. Pull the lever.
Zoom don't know. I don't think Zoom knows gambling.
Zoom
Like,
will
how
probably, he'll probably have
You know,
some
he
good luck
probably,
over there.
I bet you he'd walk away with the fucking bank, man. Knowing,
Yes, he get lucky because he
yeah,
doesn't know.
because he
Yes,
doesn't know.
because he doesn't know. He bet odd and yes, because
He'd walk away with the
they
bank.
got everybody pegged when you walk in the door. Zoom dude might make out in a casino.
I got a feeling Zoom will walk in there and walk out with a load of cash.
Right, exactly. TBD, they're outside, man. They are not coming inside. They're not interested in the
Well,
inside.
Zoom dude needs a chaperone. So I pick his dad. I would. Because his dad at least would almost let us get a hooker in his room. You know what I mean? So, like, but they got package deals where you get a room for 2 days, 2 nights.
Yeah.
Maybe
Even Zoom's dad would appreciate that.
Yeah. Maybe tomorrow or next day I'll do a video with the puppies and put it up on the Wizard of Oz channel because I haven't done a video of them. They were all sitting around the yard today. It was so cute, you know. And Prince and Princess were play fighting, and Ricky and Ranger were just sitting out there, just like, okay, they're idiots, and they're just laying there, just doing their thing, just out in the yard, looking all beautiful. It was
I had
awesome.
dogs. I miss dogs. I'm traveling though. It's right, Emerald. You got to stay put. You got dogs, right?
No, I got, I could,
You got
let 'em leave.
babysitters for your animals.
Don't need them. They are they're property animals. I have a feeder that I
So
put
you
a
can
bag
go
of
to
food
Las
in.
Vegas for 2 weeks.
Well, I mean, I could have somebody, refill the feeders and the water jugs, then they'll be fine for a week at a time.
Look at it this way.
Wow.
Wizards Wizards dogs are some of the biggest dogs. They're in the top 5 biggest dogs in the world.
Oh, I just I, I want chickens and shit and stuff and all this shit and dogs and stuff, but
Now
I gotta pay.
the
I gotta
chickens,
pay someone to watch it.
the chickens and turkeys and duck, the rabbits, they got to be managed day to day. But it only takes about half an hour to feed them all and make sure they got water. Done,
Babysitter.
done.
That's what I'm afraid of. Because I'm gonna go down to Florida for like 3 months.
And your rabbits are in the top 5 biggest rabbits in the world.
Yeah.
As well as the dogs.
Well, my rabbits, I need new breed stock. I want to get some really good champion breed stock, Flemish Giant stuff eventually. I've been dealing with what I can find locally, and they're just not, you know, what I'm after really.
What you
But
need to breed some wild stock into your shit, dude.
no,
Always.
we don't want to small them. We want larger rabbits.
A larger rabbit, but you
Yeah.
still need to breed that initial wild stock into your breed to get it bigger. You do. It sucks because you're kind of defeating your purpose. But if you keep going bigger, 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 it's gonna fuck the animal up. You gotta back cross into an original animal.
Well, I'm
Seriously.
doing pretty good with my genetics, with the rabbits and stuff like that, and they do get big. They do get big. I mean, the last
You can get them bigger, 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 but they're gonna have more health problems. So you gotta back cross them into a wild.
Not necessarily.
no, they don't have more health problems.
I did genetics with fish, and that's the case.
Well,
You gotta back cross to the original.
Well,
to
I crossed up
lock in that big rabbit with no problems. With no problems.
No, I've been doing this for about 6 years, and I got this down. I'm right at near the end of the genetics where I'm at right now with this line. I need new male stock, and I thought I had some. I've got 2 decent male stock rabbits right now. Third one I've got, I'm not sure about him yet. So he hasn't.
Man, I'd snare one. I'd snare one. You do good because
Man, one of my rabbits take on a wild rabbit, they'd kill that thing.
Oh, I know. It's a foreign entity, no doubt. But
no, I'm just saying that little rabbit, the wild rabbit, it gets pregnant with the babies from one of my studs.
I agree. The rabbits will kill it. It ain't a rabbit. They look at it. It's smaller. It's fucking.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying they would tear it up. I'm saying having a female wild rabbit have the babies of these probably wouldn't survive because she probably couldn't bring them to term because they're so big as babies.
Right. So you need the male. You need a male wild.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's not easy to do.
It is. It's
not so much.
Little trap. I'll send you a wild one. I could trap a fucking male rabbit for you.
Oh yeah. Okay. Give me a big male.
I don't know if he's big, but he's wild and he carries the original genetics from this area.
Right.
And dude, people are like inbreeding like crazy with everything. Rabbits, snakes, iguanas, and reptiles and shit. People are making some fucking weird shit lately. Like, dude, a ball python. You could spend $50 on a ball python, or you could spend $5,000 on a ball python right now.
Right.
Because the goddamn thing's ball. It's it's piebald and shit. And they're doing genetically weird things lately, and it's amazing. I'm impressed, but where are we going? You got a piebald python worth $500, and the thing that if you Googled piebald python, they're amazing looking. They're white. They got the pattern, and they are crazy. I would like to own one, and I'm not a snake person, but they're breeding snakes like crazy. And they keep coming up. It's just like weed. You got blueberry Kush, and then you got blueberry Doctor Who Kush, and then you got blueberry Doctor Who Kush crossed with, White Widow. It gets crazy. It's getting crazy with interbreeding and genetics, and I like it. I'm all about
Well,
this.
maybe Wizard should breed some Canadian Timberwolves with his Anatolia Shepherds.
Oh hell no! I'm going all papers. I'm going AKC Anatolian. Yeah, that's where I'm going to go with that.
Hey, like 30 years ago, I met a dude, and he offered to sell me a 1/4 wolf cross. It was like a Alaskan dog.
Malamute.
It, it was crazy dog, and he wanted 10 grand for it. And I had the 10 grand at the time.
Yeah.
And, dude, that was the biggest dog I ever seen. And that dog stuck its nose in my face and was like real tame and shit. And I almost dropped it because I was like, wow, that's a wolf. That ain't a dog. It's a wolf.
Right.
And he says it's legal and all this shit for me to have it. But I don't think it is.
Yeah, it's got to be 3/4 wolf or 1/4 wolf to be legal.
Yeah, there was like how much wolf was in it. And I just backed out of it.
I'm not into all that. I think they're cool and all, but I really am into the Anatolians and the Samoyeds. I really like the Samoyeds.
It was a wild dog, dude.
Yeah, Samoyeds are
but it go right up to your face.
Yeah,
but
Samoyeds
you knew it was a wild dog.
Yeah, as smart as these Anatolians are, the Samoyeds are super smart. Oh wow, they are super smart. I've had several Samoyeds as pets over the years. Yeah.
Samoyeds can turn wolf.
Oh yes, they can. Yes, they can. If you don't edge them and you don't discipline them appropriately, they will take. Yeah, they will. They'll bust your ass.
Yeah,
they're smart.
They're a very primitive breed.
But I taught mine to open doors and close them. He let himself in, and then he closed the door after he came back in. He couldn't figure out how to open the door to go out, so he always had to get us to go let him out. But he could let himself in, and we lucky close the damn door, and he'd go over and shut the door.
Nice.
Yeah,
I got to sign up. I gotta go.
But you can't leave your bag. You couldn't
You
leave
guys
your
are
bag
great.
of weed down. If you left your bag of weed down, like on an end table or a coffee table or something, and you turn your back, the dog would have your bag and be back in his crate
I
chewing
found
on
my
that.
bag of weed. That's actually what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna smoke some weed. You guys have a good one.
Fire in the motherfucking bowl. That's right. Abda? Agba. Okay. AKC and Abda. AKC does not register that. Okay.
So I found a recipe for rabbit sausage. Rabbit
That sausage?
sausage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah, I've ground it up before and made burgers out of it that way. That's not too bad. Actually, it works out pretty well, but you still want to mix it with a little bit of. I used to like to mix it with a little bit of sausage.
Yeah,
Just
you got to
fried
get
sausage. Yeah.
you if you can get blood and rennet or suet, excuse me, suet, which is uh, a type of it's like kidney fat. You mix it in there with the sausage with some spices. Rabbit sausage, from what I'm seeing, is the bomb, and a lot of people in Europe and all over the world eat it. So it's a common type of sausage, actually.
Uh,
Yeah.
I've got the back strap of that rabbit I cleaned up the other day. I've still got the back strap on it in the freezer, and I'm gonna turn around and um, uh, I'm gonna make schnitzels out of that. There's about 3 pounds of meat there on the back strap alone. She was a
Yeah,
big, that
just
was a
run it
big ass
through.
rabbit.
All you need is the sausage casings, and you're good to go. Ground rabbit, and
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sure. Yeah,
yeah,
but I'd make patties out of it. Like I said, I'd mix it with a little bit of Tennessee Pride Hot and the ground up rabbit, and that's good right there.
okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that's I understand stuff and sausages and stuff like that. I'm just not into that. That makes it. Yeah, I guess it would make it easier for storage and stuff like that as well. But I'm into the fresh. You know what I'm saying? I like it straight, fresh, prepared. Um, and yeah. But uh, eating rabbit, a lot like it. You can fix it a lot like chicken. Yep. It just takes a little longer to cook. You know what I'm saying, Bill? You there?
I'm here.
Okay. It just takes a little longer to cook on a regular than chicken. Just a little. Cooks more like pork. You want to get it nice and cooked. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's wild. You want to get it really well cooked. But the more you baste it and the more you boil it, the more you cook it, the more tender it gets. So it's one of those kinds of meat. But with the schnitzel, you hammer that thing. You know what I'm saying? You cut the back strap out all the way around. Then you just hammer that thing out uh, into a big square of meat, and you can cut it for thinness so that you can just put it on like a hoagie roll, a whole thing, cut it to hoagie roll sizes. Because I have a feeling this back strap is going to stretch out. I can make 4 sandwiches out of that thing, big time. And you take a hammer out that meat till it's really almost fall apart, see through kind of thing. And then you bread it. You put it in the egg with a little hot sauce in there, and then you turn around and you put it in the flour with garlic and pepper and paprika and whatever else you love in there, and then turn around and make sure you do it with a little bit of cornflakes. Okay, so it gives it a good crisp connection. A lot of cornflakes. But uh, throw that throw that in some peanut oil. Oh my lord! Oh yeah, deep fry that bastard. Oh, until it's golden brown. Put it on your sandwich with one of your favorite fixings: lettuce, tomato, onion, all that jazz. And that's some good eating. Oh my lord, it's a good eat. I know people in Germany we got served schnitzel like people get served country fried steak with the gravy on it and all that stuff. Oh, it's amazing that way too.
So rabbit liver and the heart is also good. You know, it's not much meat, but it adds to the flavor of the sausage.
Oh, you're still on sausage? Okay, yeah, yeah, I can see that. You got all the gizzards, liver, you know, heart, all that stuff. Even the brain. It's not that big, but you know. In fact, when the dogs eat rabbit, that's the first thing they do. They eat the head, skull and all. They'll eat the whole head off of it. It's really weird.
So
Colonel
all you re-
Straw in the house. How you doing, Colonel? You don't like the flickering background? Okay, hold on a second. Uh, let's see. There's that one. No, there's that one. We ain't used that one in a long time. Let's see here. I like this one.
so
There you
when you gut them out, all you really do is you boil all the internal organs. Maybe with the exception of the kidneys, you might not want that. But you take all the glands out, make sure there's no glands in it. Same way with other animals, you know, you don't want glands.
go. All right.
Same way with pork. You know, when you make head cheese, you want to take the glands out of the hog's head. And pretty much everything else that comes off of the skull is made into head cheese. And then you put your spices.
Why'd you stop?
Oh, I thought you were saying something.
No, I just got up to get a pack of cigarettes. I was like, why'd you stop?
Yeah, you pretty much you put your spices in, and you can mix other meats with it, and grains and blood and stuff like that, and uh make your sausage.
Sure. Rock on. Yep.
So
Well, as soon as they
spices.
give me a kitchen, maybe I'll do that. As soon as they give me a kitchen, I can operate in. I might be doing some of that stuff.
I found out uh there's no real, you know, like cut and dry type of information about making sausage.
Right?
So all you're doing is you're getting the sausage casings, and then what you're going to do is you're going to uh, let the sausage casings expand. So you want to make sure there's enough room so it can expand, so it doesn't explode on you.
Okay.
Yeah, you can make rabbit just about any meat. I don't care if it's what it is, you know. Americans don't eat that stuff. We just don't eat it, you know. And it's because of the FDA. The FDA doesn't allow it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Pig's blood. There's stuff about pig's blood that the FDA doesn't allow. But, you know, there's still people that make their own andouille and
Blood sauce.
Cajun
Hmm.
Cajun style you know, sausages and everything like boudin and andouille and stuff like that. Uh, Spanish chorizo. Every country has got their own version, and
Right.
we don't uh, we don't utilize every part of the animal like we should. We should be utilizing blood and stuff like that, which is I know it sounds terrible, but when you think of all the nutrition we're missing out on, you know, we're missing out on a lot of nutrition.
Well, duly noted. Um, oh, Colonel Shaw. Yeah, I did see something about that. I was looking for it. I had to search for it, but I did see something about the farmers' protest. That was crazy stuff. They shut down 4-lane highways, man, with just nothing but these big tractors. And they're moving the cops' vans and shit. They're breaking open buildings with the tractors and shit. Yeah, dude, they were like using the heavy equipment wherever necessary. They all had their tractors with them, so they're all doing it. There's thousands of them, dude, on tractors, thousands of tractors. That was crazy. Yeah, they ain't fucking around. They are cleaning out. They're cleaning house. They're going into places of government. They're removing people. So yeah, Colonel Shaw ain't fucking around. But I was hoping you might have more information on how things are going over there, Colonel.
Cops are shooting at farmers, Colonel
Yeah,
Shaw says.
yeah.
What the hell?
Oh yeah. They
Why?
ain't fucking around. Well, they're getting ready to take these farmers' land away from them. It's not a joke. They're taking their farm, their family farms, been in the family for 300 years, kind of shit, and they're going to take their land from them and make them homeless. Yeah, they're getting ready to take their livelihood and their heritage away from them, and they ain't having it. They ain't going to happen. There's too many of them for all their bullshit to be, because they ain't fucking around this time. What I seen, they were busting down doors on government buildings and clearing the house. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, they had whole highways shut down, basically running nothing but tractors on the highway, blocking it off for just surrounding an area, kind of shit. There's
Yep.
hundreds and hundreds of these tractors. You
Colonel
know,
Shaw, you are right. They are blocking food distribution. It's happening. It's happening here.
yeah, sir. Yes, sir. We knew this was coming, guys. We just didn't want to see it, maybe. But I've been telling you, they've Yeah, these people, I feel so. I've been saying it for 4 or 5 years now, man. I feel sorry for people whose recipe starts with open package.
Dude, we were telling people years ago, actually, to
Yep.
stock up on food and get prepared. Get your guns and ammo, get your shit. And so many people thought we were nutcases. Carbon hoax. Yep. Carbon tax hoax. The carbon tax. You didn't see them taxing the Canary Islands when they were blowing out all that smoke.
So yeah, it's
8
yep.
volcanoes this year. 8 volcanoes were spewing smoke this year. More than that. At one time, it was like 12. But now
Not
we're down to,
There's like 40 volcanoes at any
yeah,
point in time erupting on planet Earth
yeah.
right now.
And they weren't spewing carbon emissions? Come on. Oh, fuck the Democrats. They don't know how to use the shit they're arming themselves with.
They're gonna kill each other before they kill anybody else. That's what's gonna happen.
Fuck the Democrats. Fuck them. With a spike in the neck.
Rock on. Yeah. Fire in the bowl on the note.
And fuck the liberals over there in Holland also. Fuck them with a spike in the neck also. Fuck
All
those
this globalist
bastards.
crap. Yeah, fuck all this globalist bullshit, man. These motherfuckers.
They need to go fuck off and die. Because they will. Can't operate on the agenda that they're operating on.
Yeah, they want to turn Europe into South Africa.
Yeah.
That's what they want. Complete dissemination of any historical heritage of the European thing. It'll annihilate them. It'll be a thing of the past. It'll be one of those things. Remember the Romans? What about the Druids?
Zoom needs a fully automatic pilot launcher.
But that's what's going to happen to the Germans and the French and the Spanish and the Greeks. Okay, there'll be a time when, oh yeah, there was a time when all that happened. Yeah, well, that's what they plan to put to an end. They want a one world society,
Evil scum.
and they have to destroy the traditions and the identity of the individual within that society. Right. Whoa, what happened? Yeah. So that's what they're doing. So I don't want to. There he is. I was gonna say.
No, I left and came back because I wanted to see if refreshing would help.
Oh, okay. Did it?
Little bit.
Okay,
I
good.
think. I hope so.
And now they're trying to destroy the culture, right down to the individual.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's their thing. That's their whole Fabian socialism communist thing. You have to destroy the identity of the individual and then build new ones. Disassociate them. Kind of like what happens with basic training when you show up at the induction center for basic training.
I know that Colonel Shaw is on our side.
You are the lowest piece of shit on earth. Yeah. Get down and give me 20 just for being a fucking idiot. Signing up for this shit. You know what I'm saying? You
And
deserve it. 220.
I know that there's a lot of people in Holland that are just like Colonel Shaw. There's people in Norway, Holland, all over, that are on our side. So they're not buying into the bullshit. I hope the EU is ended. I hope it's the end of NATO also. Uh, I served in the army under NATO in Germany, and I hope it's the end of NATO. I hope that NATO takes a flying fuck.
The whole global establishment and all of their branches and all of their feelers, every one of their fields and their banking systems and the central banking systems, all that shit is getting ready
Exactly.
to implode. None of it
George,
works without digital. All that's getting ready to go away.
George Soros and his whole regime, I know a lot of this is that's going on right now is George Soros.
Well, he runs the IMF. The man with
Yep,
the gold makes the rules, and he happens to be the man with the gold.
exactly.
So, yeah, he's basing everything. He's funding all this shit.
And they're exposing themselves.
And our money,
We
mostly our money. That's all this shit that goes on. That's how it gets transacted. It goes through the IMF. Well, guess what? The IMF takes a cut every time we send money to another country.
all the Black Lives Matter
Okay.
terrorists, all the Black Lives Matter terrorists, and all the um oh Antifa terrorists. We know who you are. You put your flags out, you show us all, and you're proud of it.
Shoe Studio, you were in Germany in 84 through 86? Really? So was I.
They're
Man,
they're all part of the same cabal. It's all part of the same cabal. The people in Black Lives Matter, uh, well, they got busted. We know that they went and bought mansions and everything, and they don't let any of the members of Black Lives Matter uh, enjoy it. It's just for a few people. We know who they are.
welcome in, Glass Mafia. How you doing? What's up with Boris Johnson? Ask Raggy. We're not sure.
When it becomes profitable to be a tyrant, they get pretty brazen, don't they?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it's either do or die for them now because they've been exposed. There's no turning back. They've either got to go all the way to the wall or they're toast. And so they got nothing to lose.
They can't back down now. They got to keep it up.
Yep.
They got no choice because they're controlled. There's no backing. There's no backing down now. When the
Infantry,
real war comes, they're going to
yeah.
find themselves in a world of hurt.
Boris is done, Colonel Shaw says. Well, Colonel, you're in good shoes, right? I mean, I imagine that garden looking really damn good. So, I mean, my garden is bounty. I don't even know. I'm having to cut shit out, and thin things down, and shit like that. It's going crazy. Yeah. So, but yeah, I have plenty of bunnies, plenty of rabbits. We're hatching chickens and turkeys. already. So yeah, my brother built a brooder box the other day, so he's got that going on. Yeah, we're gonna be fine. We provide our own power. We provide our own. Soon to be providing our own fuel. So yeah, there's nothing they can do to stop it except remove us. Right, right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all communications are theirs. So yeah, that's yeah. You're only going to be able to deal with the people who are near you. People you can say hey to, shake their hand, kind of thing. So
Yeah, it's gonna last a short while.
yeah, I give it about 4 to 6 weeks. It'll be about 4 to 6 weeks.
Yep, I don't give it much time.
So it'll be over in January.
But it's only for a short while.
It'll be over in January, but things are still going to be rough until after February. February it starts getting better. They'll be done by then.
If that.
True.
That's that's actually being kind of what do you call it? Liberal.
Right.
That's a liberal assessment.
Right. But I think people have plans in place to turn America back on. There's a lot of those. And when we
Well,
turn it on, we make the new rules. You watch. You watch.
we
No
we
longer
are
use
starting to get
yeah.
input of the primary elections.
Basically what you're watching, guys, is the default of the US corporate government. Okay. Basically what's happening in the background is basically the default of the US corporate government. Central banking system, all that stuff. The numbers, they can't justify it. They can't keep the machine running any longer. You're watching its collapse.
Goes back to General Grant.
Yeah.
Ulysses S. Grant, the president.
On the creation of the Reconstruction Act of 1871.
Yep.
What I told you about 6 years ago, 7 years ago. That was my big rant. Like, guys, you just don't realize.
You had Lincoln, and then you had Ulysses S. Grant. And nobody really knows much about his history. Everybody I talk to, everybody I ask, nobody knows anything about his history of being a Mason, exactly what transpired with uh, the orphan trains and things like that that happened under his presidency, that were orphans being shipped into the South. But that's another thing. The human trafficking that's going on right now was going on back then.
Yeah.
There were
Yeah.
a lot of orphans after the Civil War.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They disappeared and never were heard of again.
You know, one of those, a story documenting or It was more of a report on history. A book written by John T. Wayne, which is John Wayne's grandson. Um, I actually knew him, uh, but he wrote a book about that, and I can't remember the name of it. But he wrote a book about the processes and what they found historically and what they uncovered in the years afterwards about what was happening with all that. Yeah, he's like, people don't know. People don't have a clue. They needed to know. So he wrote a book. Yeah, right. But yeah, guys, I am beat, and I'm getting ready to try and do a more productive day tomorrow. It's still supposed to be 100 degrees by 3 o'clock. So I got to get shit done early in the morning if I want to get anything done. Um, I'm gonna have to hit it. Um, Canoes, are you around? Uh, Apex ain't up or on, but he doesn't have a long lived set anyway. But yeah, that boy's so fucked up right now. He don't know what way is up. That girl messed his head up. That's what happened.
Okay, I'll let you go. I'll just take off. Have a good
Well,
night.
thank you. Thank you for hanging out with me and fucking talking to you. You're awesome. Appreciate it. Big time. Jason didn't come up. Colonel Shaw, he's getting ready to go to work. Have a great day, Colonel Shaw. Salute to you, my brother. Thank you for hanging out with us. Huckleberry, my Huckleberry. Now she's
Good night, Miriam. Good night, Zoom. Good night, Harry Mellon. Yeah, I do love you guys. Even Glass Mafia.
Oh man, I'm sorry, guys. Oh man. Yeah, I was saying goodbye and everything, but then my power dipped out for a second. I was like, oh shit. So figured I'd come back, say hey, and dream well, Patriots. God bless you all. I think we had a great show tonight. Thank you, Aaron, for coming up. Bill for hanging out with me. Being my co-host. Yeah, that was awesome. Jason, everybody, fire in the bowl. And then call it a night, guys. Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. So dream well, Patriots, and we will see you tomorrow night. God bless you. Have faith. God is in control. We know how to win this. You know how to win this. All you got to be is on God's side. So, dream well, Patriots. See you tomorrow night. God bless.